Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. What's good? What's good? What's good? Yes, my eyes are red because I have the fireplace going, and this is a happy red. Just saying. There's so much going on. Good evening, Paula. Let's get straight to it. Tonight's question. Are you learning how to invest deliberately, or are you being led by the masses? Your choices. I am an OG. I am on my learning journey. I'm a lemming. I'm just following the masses. Or other. What's good, Jared? Hello, the Sequoia Project. VJ in his house. I'm in a very good mood. I'm almost in a ridiculously good mood. Whoever said they're an OG, I want to know who you are. I have been at this for over 10 years, and I do not call myself an OG. Crazy, right? I might have more years in the space than others. William Nix, what's good, what's good? Captain Banana in the hizzy house. But there's still so much to learn. A ridiculous amount to learn. And I'm not there yet. I'm one of those people that my dream is to learn until the day I die. And even on the day I die, what will I be thinking? Shit, I shouldn't have done that. No, just joking. I will be thinking, I wonder what I'm gonna learn on the other side. I have this almost lust for knowledge. People get mad at me because I always act like I know everything, and I don't. I just know a lot of stuff about a lot of stuff. And so that's the way my brain thinks. Hutanic, Joaquin, what's good, what's good? Hold it, VJ, one? You're an OG? Is that what the one is for? Or this is your last time here? If you ain't learning, you're losing. This is my last time here. Oh, I guess you're not learning anything, so this is your last time here. I feel hurt by that. I should just shut down now. I hope you're not serious, but if you are, we're going to be sorry to lose you. That sucks. But, mom says, I got to keep carrying on, so that's what I got to do. This is your last time here. We'll hunt you down. We'll hunt you down, glue your eyes open, and make you watch anyway. 68DB1 joined. So I am an OG. Technically, being that I've been in the space for so long versus how old the space is, I am an OG. But I honestly try not to look at it like that. Right? Last carnation. Where is patient one? I need her to do me a little bit of a favor. You're going to pay for that crap on Sunday, bro. And it's because I need to keep learning. I heard, years ago, and I'll get to the news. Don't worry about it. I'm not in a rush. No, I'm not tired. I have the fireplace going, and sometimes it puts out smoke that messes with my eyes. And I love it. Anywho, I heard I was watching a show, and then it went into like this documentary, and the documentary noted that people in law enforcement, not even people in law enforcement, just happens a lot in law enforcement. People that retire and have nothing to do die sooner than people that retire and make themselves do something. Hence, my idea is to keep learning. Keep learning. You want to know, one of the greatest things that I can say is I learn a lot from my kids. I learn patience, not from dealing with them, but from them having patience with me, right? All jokes aside, I'm dead serious. Cush hands, what's good? And so I pay attention to that. They teach me something every day. My youngest taught me about marketing. My youngest could probably be good at anything he sets his mind to. He's one of those kids that he just learns by listening and watching. Boom, he's got it. I'm like that, but damn, he makes me look stupid. STOOPIT, stupid. So, yeah, Rick, if you're not learning, you're dying. That's right. Yeah, I'm dying to know who said they're the OG. I think it's Titanic. But so I keep looking for news because news is something new and most likely something I didn't know. And if it's something I didn't know, then I learned something. So just saying, I want to always be learning. Bollywood Hits Hub, what's good? So I asked the question because the market's been going up, it's been going down, it's been, hitting highs, retracting, hitting highs, retracting. Right now, we have a major problem maintaining a number above $90,000. And it was, so we crushed through $90,000 Bitcoin, and hit like 93 and change, right? And then we came back down. But before we got there, we hit almost $90,000. Excuse me, like a couple of times. It was a resistance level. Then we got above, and it was like, oh, no problem. We're good. We're gonna make 95, not a problem. Boom, 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 boom. And we didn't. And so now, if you look back, $90,000 never registered as a support level. And now that we're below, it's acting like a resistance level again. And for me, what I'm looking at is I really think that we're going to go crashing through $90,000 again and just pop all the way up until we hit almost 100. Almost 100. I think it's going to come in a pop. Wave around, just like now, wave around, and then pop. Just saying, that's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. I don't care what you say. That's what I'm doing. 2019 was a year I put serious time in this. I'd like to say an easy 20 hours a week. If you think about 20 hours a week, 40 hours a day, 200 hours. That's 200 hours. That's, in terms of a work week, that's 20% of your time. That's a lot. That's a lot. So hat tip to you. Getting involved, understanding what's going on, learning the game, doing what you got to do. That's what's good. So again, 8 votes. Are you learning to invest deliberately, or are you still being held, being led by the masses? 1, I am an OG. 2, I am on my learning journey. 3, I am a lemming. I'm still a lemming. 4, other. And if it's other, you better have a really good one. And it better be truthful, not a joke, because that'll take me off. Now, I was watching television today and caught a clip of Nelson Peltz, big time investor, big money man, billionaire. And he's like, trees don't grow to the sky. Stops at some point. And what he's referring to is the economy. At some point, it's going to stop. And he thinks that we're headed for pretty massive inflation. We've got pretty massive debt. Corey, what's up? What's good? What's good? What's good? Captain Banana, I can't believe you deleted that. Ugh. Did Siri bother you again? Do I have to go talk to Siri? I mean, do we have to put Siri in a corner? Just let me know. We can do this. So, listen to Nelson Peltz. And then somebody mentioned that Warren Buffett is basically building a Noah's Ark of cash. Sounds crazy, but that's exactly what's going on right now. And you want to know some of the things that he sold off? Banks. He sold off banks. Who was it? Bank of America? I think it was Bank of America. He sold off so he would come in underneath the 10% mark, and then they bought back shares, and that put him above the 10% mark. You know how petty he is? He was like, oh yeah, no, go sell some more. That's some petty-ish right there. That is some mad petty-ish right there. He was like, go sell some more. He wanted to be underneath that 10% mark badly. He's building... the Noah's Ark that they have, from what I understand, is like hundreds of billions. Hundreds of billions. One person had said it was like $300 billion, give or take. And I'm like, damn. Like, wow. One of the richest people in the world, and he's got his company thinking about, I think I'm gonna stock up on some cash. That's some shit. Excuse my language, but yeah, that's some shit right there. Then Mike Novogratz comes along and he's like, yeah, it smells like, looks like, sounds like inflation's coming. I was telling you guys last night that he said, Bitcoin, gold, precious metals are telling us inflation's coming. That's no joke. That's several billionaires. That's a minimum of 3 billionaires that have publicly said they think inflation is coming. You know what that means? Most people don't understand what that means. Let me put it to you in basic ways. It means I'm going to spend more money on my bacon, egg, and cheese, salt, pepper, no ketchup with my boost a little coffee on the side because of inflation. That's some serious ish. That's no joke. And I say this not to scare you. I say this because the whole point of our community is to share knowledge and help each other become more educated so that we can invest deliberately. So, who's that? Rookster. What's good? So, do I want my money in a flipping bank? For a lot of reasons, the answer is no. But Warren Buffett selling his shares? Wow. Like, seriously, wow. Everybody should be taking a step back and thinking about that. Buddy boy is getting out of banks. Got out of banks. He liquidated a couple. And he's like, yeah, I'm all right with sitting on some cash. And I'm like, I should be taking all of my money and I should be girding myself for what is to come. Mike Novogratz, I told you that last night. Maybe I didn't spend enough time on it. But what he said was, basically, how can you trust a man that has spent his whole life living off of debt, creating debt and living off of that debt, spending money like it's water? How are you going to trust that man to balance anybody's budget or make anybody's, books better? And it was the first time I heard it like that. I'd been thinking about it, but not like that. He was very, very forward with the statement. Like, we should tighten our belts. I sat there and I listened to this guy and I was like, damn. And this is a man that can afford to buy anything. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to stop and I'm going to listen about this. I'm going to look over everything. I'm going to look over my whole investment landscape. And I'm going to evaluate it and I'm going to think about, where am I doing well? And where am I doing poorly? And how did I wind up like that? It's not just that, oh, this is doing really, really well. This is doing really, really bad. Let me change. No. How did I choose that? What was my mindset? How did I choose the good stuff? And what made me change the bad stuff? For me personally, all of my bad decisions come from rushing into positions. For me, that might not be for you. For me, I was able to look back at how I got there and was always rushing into something. Not FOMOing, but rushing. Rushing to get the research done. Rushing to make the purchase. Those two things. Because my flip response was, oh, wow, that's good. Without backing that up with enough fact for me to make that move. I didn't justify my move. Whenever I do not justify my move, oh, that's a mistake. It might look good at that moment, but boy, was that a freaking mistake. And then I have tons of examples throughout my life when I've rushed to do something and whoo, yeah, that was bad. And in other situations, I learned about it, but I didn't take that knowledge with me over to investing. But now I can say, honestly, whenever I do that, no matter what the reason, this rich guy said, and he or she made money. Oh, no, sir, not again. Nope. So what I'm telling you is, as you do your own research, at some point, you've got to stop and evaluate yourself. You've got to stop and reevaluate yourself. I used to do executive coaching. I kind of still do. And the first executive that I coached was this guy. And I said, once a year, and I even wrote an article about it, once a year, you've got to take a step back and you've got to do a review on yourself. And be brutally honest. Not be brutal, but be brutally honest. Don't lie to yourself. You know that was a mistake. Write it down as a mistake. Analyze it, understand it, own it, so that you don't repeat it. Because if you don't own it, you will absolutely repeat it. So when it comes to crypto, I sit here and I just go, oh, yeah, let me not rush. Let me not rush, because I'll screw up. My latest screw up was buying Toncoin. Toncoin changed something technical about their wallets. If I haven't said hello to you, I'll say hello to you in a little bit. Hello, Bianca, because you're a little special. Because the story is because of you. So go stand in the corner. So I bought some Ton. Not a problem. Easy stuff. And put it in a wallet. Not a problem. Easy stuff. Was in a panic and said, damn, I need to sell. I didn't know my exit. Mistake number one. Before I made the purchase, I did not know my exit. Mistake number one. I naturally assumed that my entry would be my exit Mistake number one. Okay. Because the wallet that I sent it to can receive from the old style of address, but cannot send back to the old style of address. Scheisse. Now I have a problem. How the hell do I dump this crap? See where I'm going with this? Yeah, that was a problem. So I almost lost my whole ton thing because I came this close to sending it back, and they will tell you if you send it back, it might not work. From that wallet, might not work. Might work, maybe, possibly, most likely not. Don't do that. So then disappointment settled in. Did I just blow all of that money on Toncoin because I didn't understand my exit? I was in a rush. So I put it all down. I left it all alone. Walked away. No, I did not make a drink. Stepped away and said, okay, I'm just going to go to bed. I'm not going to think about it. Because right now it's still mine. I'm not going to think about it. Then I came to the conclusion of, you know what? No matter what, I can always dump this on some kind of a DEX. I'll take a hit because DEXs cost more, but I can still go to a DEX. Okay, cool. However, I don't want to go to a DEX. I got to find an exit point. I must find an exit point. Know your entry. That's why every time I tell you guys something, I know I must sound like a broken record because I keep telling you, know your entry, know your exit before you execute. That's why. There's my example. And I go back to the question that I asked tonight, and I remind you that I've been at this for well over 10 years. Okay? Well over. Technically, I'm an OG. But right there is a recent example, Bianca's fault, where I screwed up. Or I almost screwed up. No, I did screw up. I screwed up buying Toncoin to begin with. When I had my epiphany, I was like, oh my God, I got to do it. Yeah, no, it was a good call to do it. How I did it, how I executed. Damn. You know how the Dallas Cowboys feel? Right there. You know how a Dallas Cowboys fan feels? Right there. When you start believing, right, boom, there you go. You can taste that. Yeah. Tastes like crap, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. So even as a person who's been in this game for a really long time, I say this to you because I'm with you. I can make mistakes. I have made mistakes. I'll share my mistakes. Because when I share my mistakes, I'm reminding myself, don't freaking do that again. Don't do that again. Now, let's bring this full circle back to all of that economic news that I'm telling you about. Nelson Peltz, Mike Novogratz, Warren flippin' Buffett. When a wealthy person tells me something's wrong, I'll make note. Two people tell me something's wrong, I'll make another note. Make it bold. When I've got three people telling me something's wrong, and one of them is a big player in the space that I play in, Mike Novogratz. Whoa, hold up now. That's no longer hearsay because Warren Buffett does not do crypto. He invested in a bank, and the bank does crypto, but he does not play in the crypto space. He's like, that's not my thing. I ain't doing it. Nelson Peltz, big time trader, big time investor. These three very, very different people, have said the same thing. No matter what news I bring you tonight, that right there, and let me tell you something, I do all my research. I got that. I wrote out that paragraph this morning. Nelson Pelt says trees don't grow into the sky, so we could be looking at impending inflation. This concurs, this is me writing, this concurs with the views of Mike Novogratz. Warren Buffett is building a Noah's Ark of cash. He started doing this by selling bank stocks. If you're not paying attention, you could be in for a world of hurt. Now is the time to grow your bags. That's what I wrote this morning at hold on, I'll tell you the exact time that I wrote it because it was the first thing that I freaking wrote. At 7:09 a.m. It's well after I recorded the show. I was listening, watching, typing, working. I was like, damn. Yeah, I take notes all day long. I do my articles at different times, but I take notes all damn day long. So yeah. So I'm sorry to get up on, the pedestal and sound like I'm preaching, but I wanted to share with you something that I felt was almost ridiculously important. Almost ridiculously important. Now, let me scroll up to see what I missed because there were a whole bunch of conversations going on, and wow. That's right. Hutanik's supposed to be standing in a corner. Did anybody fess up to being the OG? D-Mac was like, nope, that wasn't me. Been in the game since 2016. So he's like, nah. Hold and maintain during this accumulation period. Okay. That was Bollywood. 2019 was a great year. I put serious work in, 20 hours. Captain Banana. When I hear there are people farming 25% in a matter of days, then I realize I need to keep learning. Bet. Hutanik, I spend all day actually, this is Rick Ritchie. I spend all day researching and trading. I used to get caught up in the hype. Now I find myself sticking to my DCA plan. Corey, that's what's up, dog. Though I still do make additional buys from time to time. Yep, that's the whole point of dry powder. Operating outside your DCA. That's the whole point of it. I haven't caught a live stream in a while. It's great to see it live. See, and I'm just reading, but Corey, thank you. Thank you very much for tuning in, man. Been through these cycles since 2016. Can't believe we're this far. You remember McAfee was talking about 100K BTC since 2016. Yep. Michael McCaskill just landed in Boston. Got to hotel. Damn, dude. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see. D-Mac, Bollywood Hub. I remember that pump and dump clown. Well, didn't he do something wrong down in Belize? Yeah, go research that. Let's see. What else? There is talks about filing bankrupt to do away with the Fed's power. That would not be a smart move. I don't care what anybody says. Caesar was good. SPG was good. And what's good? All right, so I've caught up to everybody. William Nix already said hello, but I buy every day, small intentional buys. Good man, good person. Sorry. Been in since 2016. I don't have a big account, but stay motivated every day. You pushed the OG button. Okay. All right. So he owned up to it. Okay, cool. Not mad at you. Not mad at you at all. What else do we have going on? 66.6. Fire's still going. I should get up and stoke the fire, but I'm not. It'll just die out. I can see the smoke going. It's like, I'm dying. Is what it is. Let's see. We did go up in inflation last month. Yes, we did. Rick Ritchie, what is cash going to do for him? So go look up what he is. One of the biggest buyers of treasuries. He's not hurting. I think it's like 2 billion a day or something like that he buys, that they buy in treasuries. Yeah, he's not hurting. I'm closing on selling my business. Oh, dude. 25-year business, doing well. I am listening to myself like I learned a decade ago. Yep. I see what is coming. Tell me that's not conviction. That's not conviction. That is dedication. That is something big, man. Congratulations. That's why I haven't been bothering you, because you said we'll talk some other time. But yeah, that's big. That's big. Because right now, I don't know. Like, if I buy a business now, I need a hell of a lot more to go on. Because it's nuts. It's really nuts out there. What else do we have? Is Galaxy coming out with any crypto vehicles? Don't know what that means. Do you mean investment vehicles? I don't know. Inflation is just government overspending. No, it's not. It's way more than that. Bianca's in the house. Bianca was laughing. I know when that happened. Benjamin Franklin had 13 virtues he lived by. Yeah. Was it 13? I think it was 13. Yeah. D-Mac, when you are in the game long enough, you will pay some stupid taxes. That's right. However, if you have a really good accountant, if you have a really good tax attorney, you'll figure out certain little loopholes that you can take, you could take advantage of. So pay attention. Yeah, Bianca, damn right. It's your fault. That's right. Go stand your ass in a corner. You FOMO, yeah, I guess you can call that FOMOing. You got jokes, Captain Banana. You got jokes. Learn and move on. No, I don't learn and move on. I learn, make note, then I move on. Because people say they learn, but they don't really make note of it. And so they repeat. I try to honestly make note of it so I don't repeat. Play within your rules. The problem is that your rules can change because the game changes. So your rules must also change. But you need to take a pragmatic approach to how you change your rules. You think the game is changing. You saw a telltale sign that the game is changing, okay, and you make a change. Oh, snap. The game didn't change. It was just a blip. Damn. See what I mean? So everything's got to have a pragmatic approach to it. Doesn't mean you have to be slow, but you can't rush. You can be fast, but you can't be sloppy. See what I mean? I was going to say something really nasty, but I know my mother's listening, and I don't feel like getting slapped. So there's that. Let's see. If you don't write down your goals, you will never hit a moving target. Huh. That's a good one. I had to stop and give it some thought. That's a good one. That really is a good one. But yeah, I mean, anybody can FOMO. When it came to Ton, I wasn't FOMOing. I had enough information to do what I needed to do. So I wasn't FOMOing. I was rushing, right? I knew it was a good purchase. But here's where the rush hurt me. I didn't know my entry and I knew my entry. I didn't know my exit. So luckily, I said, I'm going to sleep on it, leave it alone. I have some options. It's not that bad. It's just a little bit bad. And I said, okay, I'm going to leave it alone. Sort of like when I was supposed to buy, what was that? What was that one that I was supposed to buy? Something. What was that thing that everybody wanted me to buy? I was going to buy it, and then I said, nah. See what I mean? I can't even remember it. Ondo. It was Ondo. See what I mean? So it was the same thing with Toncoin. I bought it and I was like, oh yeah, it went up, and I was like, oh, let me get some of that money. What the hell? Thank you, Ann. What the hell? What the hell? So I didn't know my exit, so I didn't sell, so I can make my money. So I went to bed thinking, damn, I could have made some money. Damn. I was mad. I was mad. I was mad. Get up the next day and I'm like, damn, I did the right thing. I was good. Then I figured out my exits. And I got there. Cool. All right. I'm good to go. I knew what you meant. Typos are okay. But yeah, that made me stop and think. That's why I have that rule. Know your entries. Know your exits. That's only a hair below do your own research. Do your own research. That's that whole trust but verify thing. Somebody said something. Somebody yap about something. And by the way, if anybody brings up Jamie Dimon and him saying, oh, well, the sky is falling. A broken watch is right 2 times. That to me is Jamie Dimon. He knows about a lot of stuff, but sometimes he doesn't know a lot about everything. He knows a lot about certain things, and sometimes he opens up his mouth about things that I don't think he should open up his mouth about. That's just me. But that's all right. Makes the world go round. But I don't pay any mind to him. But Nelson Peltz, Warren Buffett, Mike Novogratz, and others, but those 3 alone, completely different styles of investing. That right there made me go, whoa. Paying attention now. So when I tell you to invest deliberately, yeah, a part of that is doing your own research. Dig deep. Don't overthink it, but collect that data so you can make the best educated decision that you can. That's what's up. So yeah, people think I'm nuts, but I'm not nuts. I'm only a little nuts. Which leads me to my next point. Institutional investors into crypto is growing by leaps and bounds. Why is that? I don't want to put my money in these known places. I want to put at least a little bit in crypto. So listening to those 3, I'm looking at these institutional investors and I'm starting to go, okay, I got you. Now I understand. I see it. Yeah, Rick, knowledge is power. Sure was nice to have the money to fix the shower. Oh, you got the shower fixed. That's what's up. Congratulations. That's what's up. Happy for you. So does that mean you're not stinking up the house anymore? I know. I'm just asking. I know I should probably send myself to a corner with that one. Okay. All right. I won't, but I understand. So yeah, that I pay attention to that. So I look at that news. I put it all together, and I'm like, oh, all right. It was a survey by Signum Bank, and it shows 57% of institutional investors plan to increase crypto exposure, with 65% viewing digital assets as mega trend. Not Megatron, mega trend. Okay, just saying. Lex Luthor, cheers all. What's good, dog? I aped into Doge yesterday. All in at peak. I believe it's going to go up. So deep breaths. That said, next time maybe I shouldn't go all in. If I've got $1,000 to spend, yep, no more stinkeroo. I was just thinking that, I was thinking about Pepe Le Pew. Just seemed funny to me. But yeah, if you have $1,000, let me drop a few hundred in. Let me wait a little bit, drop a few more, just stage it. Not the whole chunk. Just wait a little bit. See how that happens. See how that works out. Just saying. Just saying. Knowledge is power. Yeah, man. I can read that all day. I always ask people, what is success to you? Because if you don't know your goalpost, yeah, that's right. If you write them down, you blow past success. Sometimes. It depends on who you are. But yeah, most people should write down their goals. For me, I etch it into my brain. And then just before I make a goal, I've already set the new goals. Just before I make this goal, I've already set the new goals. I'm focused on making this goal, right? But my arrogance says, I'm going to make this goal. What's next? I don't want to miss a step. What's next? Right? I don't want to miss a step. Doesn't mean I'm not going to enjoy achieving this goal. Just means that I need to have direction. Because the next goal might not be this way. It might be this way. That's why. What other news do we have? Former Goldman Sachs exec predicts growth for ETH and BTC. That was Raoul Pal. Raoul Paul's a smart guy. Bhutan's government sold $33 million worth of Bitcoin. Ta-da! See, I pay attention. Just saying. Zig says, if you write them, okay, got it. I have to write things down. With all the overtime you work, Bianca, I would think you probably have to write your name down. Just saying. I'm just saying. Success to me is not stinking. I knew I shouldn't have read that. Something said, don't read that out loud. Don't read it out loud. She caught me out there. I read it out loud. Let me see. How many votes do we have? 15 votes. I am an OG, 20%. I am on my learning journey, 53%. I am still learning. I am still a lemming, 13%, and other 13%. Wow. It's a big voting night. That's a big voting night. That's pretty cool. I like when people vote. What's this? What's this? Wow. Thank you. My statement is available. Whatever. What else do we have? Van Eck predicts BTC to hit 180K. Franklin Templeton expands the Benji platform to Ethereum. That's something we should be paying attention to. Franklin Templeton launches its Benji tokenization platform on Ethereum, marking its 5th blockchain integration of 2024. Jill Johnson's not playing games. Jill Johnson is saying to the world, Franklin Templeton is here and we get it. They're a 1-point-something billion asset under management fund, right? Or company, firm. That's no joke. That is no joke. What else do we have? NIM unveils, this company NYM, Nancy, yours, Michael, yellow Michael, whatever, NIM, unveils a decentralization VPN. Very interesting. Or decentralized VPN. BlackRock expands its tokenized money fund, obviously Aptos, and the rest of them. But the point is that Aptos took a dip anyway. You have that kind of good news and you take a dip? What the hell, Aptos? And then Senator Loomis proposes a $90 billion Bitcoin reserve by selling some gold. Can somebody please just put her in a corner? She's saying that the United States should sell some gold to go buy some Bitcoin. That's dumb. You should take some of the money that they're paying some of these people or whatever and then go buy some Bitcoin. Don't take from what we already have to go buy some Bitcoin. That's dumb. To me, that's dumb. Yes, sir, Mr. P. Okay, I have to stop and think about that. What else do we have? Ripple and Society Generale integrate EURCV on XRPL. That's their stablecoin. The Society Generale's stablecoin. Yeah, that's Ripple making moves outside the United States. I told you before that the bulk of their money is made outside the United States. Example. Just saying. Just saying. Solana DeFi surges $5 billion in daily volume. Surges to $5 billion in daily volume. So I have to go inside my... You're still on the coin thing, man? Don't they have a coin master in your area? Something like that? You just take all the coins and... Come on, man. Come on. What else do we have? Let's see. 18 states are suing the SEC and Gary Gensler. And as soon as he resigns, that case will go away. Because they say he's overstepping with regard to crypto. And he defended himself with regard to crypto. And I'm just like, dude, do you know how to shut up? He does not know how to shut up. He does not. And then Fed Chair Powell's speech, that has people squirming. Because what he said is we're in no rush to raise, to decrease the rates. Because Justin, what's good? Because CPI came in slightly hotter than they expected. PPI came in hot. And yeah, there's nothing driving them to lower those rates. No matter how much you cry, yell, scream, you need to do this, you need to do this. Remember all those people that were saying he should have done 50 basis points in July? And then when he finally raised it 50 basis points, they were like, oh, he should have just done 25. Yeah. That's why I say do your own research. Sometimes I look at some of these money managers, because that's who was out there. A lot of money managers were yapping about that. And sometimes I look at these money managers and I'm just like, what was that clip from? There was a movie or a show and the woman told the guy to go to the top of Shut Fuck Mountain. Climb to the top of Shut Fuck Mountain. Go research that. It is funny as hell the way those women said it. It was perfect. It was beautiful. I want to share it with people that I want to shut the fuck up. My mother can't stand the F-bomb, but it's one of my favorite words. That and the B word too. But that line, just go to Shut Fuck Mountain and shut the fuck up, had me cracking up. But yeah, I look at some of these people and I just go, could you please go to Shut Fuck Mountain and shut the fuck up? Because again, some of those people, a lot of those people were the same people talking about, you should have raised it 50 basis points back in July. And then he raised it 50 basis points. And then they were, oh, you should have only raised it 25 basis points. Which brings me back. So why would I give you my money to manage? Because they all of a sudden forgot that they called for a 50 basis point cut. Got it. Now they're crying. They forgot about what they said. They're on television. And I'm just like, first they're on television. Oh, you got to remember. And then they were, and I'm like, great acting. This Oscar goes too. We should print money like China. Rick Ritchie, I disagree. Rick Ritchie thinks that we should print money like China, buy Bitcoin, and then back it by gold. Nah. I don't see how. I don't see why. Somebody has had to put that on a t-shirt. Go to the top of Shut Fuck Mountain. You've got to see the video clip. This woman, her face and just the level of disgust in her face. So when I listen to some of these money managers, that's the level of disgust that I have for them. Because I'm kind of like, how'd you get your job? How'd you get your job? And then I was explaining to my kids, like, one of the problems with financial institutions today is now people know how to invest on their own, or they're learning, or there are just straight up more options. Straight up more options. And I'm like, yeah. And so especially banks, regular banks. What's a bank? Sounds like a stupid question, but what's a bank? Everything that's going on, you mean to tell me you don't look at banks and kind of go, oh. I mean, we shop around for sales for everything else. You mean to tell me that you don't shop around for a better bank? I don't shop around for a better bank. You want to know what I shop around for? Nope, not that. You want to know what I shop around for? Bank services. I need a service that I would normally get from a bank. Before I go to a bank, is there any place else I can get that service? Aha. You ever see that Eddie Murphy movie, Coming to America, and he's waiting to find the spoon? It's aha. Aha. He's playing a little Jewish dude, and that was the sound that he made. And I'm just like, yeah, that's what's up. I'm just like, this is what I'm talking about. So yeah, the whole community, this is what we're all about. What? Go to a financial planner for what? That person better be into something that I want so bad that I can't get anyplace else. Because if that's not the case, what that movie say? I can do bad all by myself. That one. Wasn't that a song first? Yeah, I can do bad all by myself. I don't need you to help screw it up for me. I'm good at screwing things up. I don't need your help. I'm an OG at screwing shit up. Ask my mother. She'll tell you. The problem with Fort Knox is it's never had an audit. What if it's empty? What if it's a Hollywood set? Anyway, that's just me. James Bond, get it? Dollar is overstretched and the debt is too big to sustain. The world is changing with or without us. The whole world is in the same boat. That's what I was saying the other day. The whole world's in the same boat. Go flip and figure. Everybody's got massive, just gut-wrenching debt. Yeah. Stop and think about that one. The amount of debt that the world has right now, the world has never seen before. We will be at $100 trillion by the end of the year, and over 36 trillion of it is the United States. And you wonder why people don't trust banks. That's why. So I am constantly drilling for information on how I can invest like they used to drill for freaking oil. I'm checking everywhere. I'm looking underneath rocks. I'm breaking rocks open to see if I see oil deposits. I'm doing everything imaginable to try to figure it the hell out. Yep. That's me. That's me. So we've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pieces of information that I've delivered to you tonight, on top of beginning with that big point, that big, standing on a pedestal kind of preaching sermon. It's 13 things today. 13 things, not including this morning. Not including everything I reported on this morning. Now you know why I have you guys. And ladies, sorry, you folks, because I can't do it all by myself. I cannot do it all by myself. And there's a ton of information out there that we need to know. Buffett might be considering the typical 16-year recession cycle plus wars coming in the future. There are already wars. Where you're holding your cash, how you're holding your cash is going to be a big deal. What are we going to be considering as worthwhile? Power goes out. Somebody said, who was it, Rick? The power goes out, you don't have crypto. You can do it by hand, but still, power goes up, goes out, you don't have crypto. Got to have something. What is it? Gold? Silver? What is it? At that point, it's going to be water, candles, flashlights, the knowledge on how to create a solar panel, the knowledge on how to crank and create, energy, the idea of knowing how to build a fire, having cans in your freaking basement so you can eat, just all kinds of things. All kinds of things are going to show up as that's more valuable than your green piece of paper or whatever color it is that you have from your country. Yeah. It's a wild ass world that we live in. Wild. So when you're out there and you're doing your research and you look up things and you see things, you got to stop and say, well, instead of panicking that Bitcoin's at, $87,990 and looking like it's coming close to crashing through its 200-day moving average, instead of crying about that, why are you crying? Do you not see how far it's come up? Yeah. Nobody thinks about it like that. They just cry because they like to cry. You just created an all-time high and now you're upset because it came back down a little bit. So from 88, $6,000? Not even $6,000, $5,000. So from $93,000, you lost $5,000. I'm not saying that $5,000 is not a lot of money. To a lot of people, including me, $5,000 is a lot of money. But Bitcoin going down $5,000 after just reaching an all-time high, please don't ask me for any tissues. Nope. And don't ask me for a can of soup either. I need that. My dog might get hungry. Stitch might get hungry. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Okay. I have a couch behind my computer over there in front of the window, and he's on the couch. And he's got like 4 spots on the couch that he lays in at any given time. This dog is living his best life, does whatever he wants. In Missouri, we still can our own food. Let me tell you something. That is I didn't curse, Mom. I didn't say it this time. That is a freaking skill. That is a freaking skill. To know how to can your own stuff, label it, put it up somewhere. To know how to plant a seed. It's not just planting a seed. It's making sure that the dirt is nourishing to begin with. It's all that kind of stuff. I look at this stuff and I just go, I need more knowledge. I need to understand how things are moving. Have you started looking at Bitcoin went up? What traveled with Bitcoin? What traveled on its own? And what's lagging behind? Went up, but still lagging behind. Also, what went in the opposite direction? You need to do that research. Absolutely do that research. Know what's going on. So Shiba Inu is down to 23 when it had been all the way up really high. Still not worried about it. Love me some SHIB. Toncoin is down at number 12. Tron bumped itself back into the number 10 spot ahead of Shiba Inu. But I got to tell you, these are some crazy numbers. Avalanche is at 12.8 billion. Toncoin is at 13.4. Shiba Inu is at 14. I don't like Tron. I'm not going to look it up. Don't ask me to, because I won't. But those are tight numbers. Those are tight numbers. And then there's a drop to Sui There's a drop to SUI, and SUI is now number 14. People don't even recall when it cracked the top 20. It did. Out of nowhere, here it is at number 14. A lot of people are sitting back and going, what? Yeah. Buy solar equipment before tariffs. Yep. That's it. Well, who is it? Who is it that makes the solar equipment? Is it Toshiba? I forgot who the number one solar manufacturer was. I thought it was Toshiba, but it's one of those. But I don't think they're going to face tariffs. I don't think they're the ones that are going to hit with tariffs because we don't manufacture them here. Tariffs are really meant for things that we do here that we also import for the most part. But yeah, you're right. Who knows what this guy's going to do? Buy solar. I don't know that I actually want to buy solar right now. You want to know what I would buy? Because I can build it my freaking self. Hot and Vought. Horizontal, regular horizontal and vertical windmills. Because you can build that yourself. Solar is mostly imported, that's right. I am doing ground-based solar. Yeah. You want to know something? What's funny? Some municipalities will charge you for doing solar. It's like, what? Huh? So you gotta learn about that too. Hey Eddie, is there any truth to the rumor that Gary Gensler will be resigning from the SEC? There's a lot of hope. There's a lot of hope. But with his latest statement on defending his position on crypto, makes you wonder. Ann says your favorite guy is talking about making panels in Texas. And I had dinner before I started the show. Don't make me puke. That's not nice. That's not nice. It's not nice. And go stand in the corner. Go stand in the corner. Ugh. My favorite person. You got funny. You got jokes. Anyway, everybody, this is Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. I hope you like what I'm doing. The last vote. Here are the votes coming in. We have 18 votes tonight. We're going to end the poll right there at 18 votes. We've got 61% saying that they are still on their learning journey. You have 16% saying that they're an OG. And you've got 11% saying they're lemmings. They're still following the masses. And 11% say other. 18 votes. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. He gets wedgies every day. You said that before. You said it a while ago, and I laughed then, and I'm laughing now because he will resign before he gets. He can't get fired. He can either quit or his term runs out. I don't think he can get fired. You know what I mean? OG is like 2009. That's to me is an OG. 2009 when it started. Used to hang out, smoke blunts with Satoshi. I'm like that. Joaquin, all of the above. Yeah, man. I hear you. But everybody, thank you so much for spending your time with me. I greatly appreciate it. If you like what I'm doing, tell your friends about it. Smash the likes. Let's grow this community. Let's get it crack-a-lacking. Everybody, have a good night.